YouTube. How are we all? This weather should make up its mind. Yesterday we were celebrating the sun coming out. It was car is so dramatic. It was warmish. It was okay. I went out with a light jacket and I was fine. I was okay. Woken up this morning, ice all over. I had to demist the windows and everything. Like, I could do with a break somewhere nice and warm. Right, I come with good news. At the start of this year, I was filled with anxiety. So a little backstory before I drop the news. I was filled with anxiety. Why? I recently changed careers within the same company, and the new department I found myself in required that we should be certified, to work there. So that meant taking exams to work there, to get your certification. I took the course. There were 2 exams I needed to take. So I had a course, a 3-day course for the first one. This was around September or so. Now I haven't studied, read, gone back to school to get anything, or taking a short course. Nothing. I haven't done any of that in years. The only formal training I had gotten over these years was maybe a new system came out and they were just training us on how to use that new system or a new process or whatever. So I was panicking. I was like, gosh, look, I don't know how I'm going to pass this. Everything was it looked so daunting and so overwhelming. Never mind that I've been doing this for a year now, this new role for a year now. But the thought of just having to understand it, what they teach on paper and what you actually do in the office are 2 different things. So trying to give them back what it is that they expect you to do on paper was what was frightening me. I took the course and everyone was like, just book the exam, everything is fresh in your head, book the exam. I couldn't. I was scared. I thought I was going to fail it. And I kept on postponing until they said, look, you have got until the end of February to book this exam. Otherwise, you would have to retake this course again and you would pay for it this time. It's like, oh gosh. So, look at that. Look at that glow. Look at that glow. It's so early. It's just past 8. So I bit the bullet, eventually booked for it for last week Friday. And then there was another course that I took 2 weeks ago, and I was like, you know what, I have already told my brain that I'm writing an exam, so I might as well just prepare myself and write both exams. So as soon as that course was over, I booked the exam for it. So I sat for one of them on Friday and the other one yesterday. And the good news is I passed both of them, so I'm so thrilled. I'm so happy. But, it just started making me think and reflect, all this time when I was younger and I was allowing things that I thought was necessary, or not necessary, that I thought was important, bother me. I should have just done this. I should have done this, I didn't have to wait till now. I've got a family, kids, full-time job. I've got all sorts. The brain is not braining like that anymore. I haven't taxed it to read and study, for an exam. and I was struggling. I shouldn't have waited. So I just thought, I'll come on here and encourage us, especially those of us in our 40s. You're just about hitting 40, over 40, whatever age, whatever stage you are in your life. Honestly, it is not too late to start again. It really isn't. I have started again in this, my new career. I am working with people. I am 20 years older than, there is one who is, I think he's about 7-8 years older than my oldest son. And I look at him like, my gosh, I could be your mom. I'm sure your mom and I are probably the same age. I'm probably even older than your mom, and they're doing it. They are killing it. They are just amazing. They are breezing through this, and I'm finding myself struggling. What they get like that in 2 seconds, it would take me like a week to get it. But I'm getting the hang of it, and I'm proud of myself, So it's just to encourage us all, whatever it is that has been on your mind. It could be a career move like myself. It could be a business that you've always had something. I'm Christian, so I would call it the voice of God, the Holy Spirit telling you to start this thing. Or others would just say, oh, I keep hearing this thing that keeps speaking to me. My mind keeps telling me this. It could be a business that your mind has been telling you to start. It could be a situationship, a friendship, a relationship that your mind has been telling you to cut off, or just pull back a bit. Please, I'm not talking about marriages. I'm not here to break up anybody's home or whatever. But honestly, we find ourselves sometimes in situations with people that we just feel we are obliged to keep giving them our attention, and we're not. We're really not. It's okay to cut off, or pull back a bit. It's very okay, to put yourself forward or put yourself first. Put yourself first is what I meant to say. Put yourself first. So, after that weight was lifted off me, I felt free. And I was like, you know what? In addition to trying to be good at this career, I'm also going to start doing things that I've not done before. And one of them is solo traveling. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to try at least make it travel somewhere on my own, not bother about packing up anybody's suitcase or luggage, or worrying about their ticket or planning activities to include them. No, I'm just going to do this for me, once in a while, for myself. I just thought, sorry about that. There was a call from my GP. I think I will talk about that in another video. I'll be done with this and I'll talk about how that conversation went. So it's just, just to encourage us, especially us women. We get married, we start a family, we tend to be savior. We want to solve everyone's problem. We want to make sure everybody is okay. We look after everyone, which is fine. I'm not saying stop. That is not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying, in the midst of all this, also remember that you matter too. Also remember that it's okay to look after yourself. Also remember that it's okay to say no, when things are becoming a bit too much. Also remember that it's okay to quit if that situation is no longer favoring you. you know. So yeah, it took me getting to this age to just realize that, you know what, people's opinions don't really matter anymore. How people see me don't really matter anymore. I don't have to keep pleasing people to be accepted. It's okay, you know, to be on my own. It's okay to enjoy my own company sometimes. You know, it's okay to do the things that I wanted to do, because if I was a bit selfish with my time some years ago, I think this exam that I have sat for now, I would have gotten the results some years ago, and Lord knows where I would have been in my career, but it wasn't the case. It really wasn't the case. But then it's still okay to start now. It's okay to start at whatever age, you know, as long as you have breath in you. It is okay to start. Just start. Sometimes it's a function of money, and I get it. If you have credit and you can apply for a loan, and you know you've got watertight business plan, you know that any profit you make, you would reinvest it into the business so that you can pay back this money that you have taken, do it. If it is your career and you need to study, you have to just tell yourself, look, I would lose sleep maybe going to bed or having to wake up earlier so I can study. Or if I used to watch, if I dedicate maybe 2-3 hours on YouTube, Instagram, cut back on that so you can study for whatever exam it is that you're sitting for, so that you can progress in your career. Do it. If it is a friend, even relatives, you know that look, they're associating with them is no longer giving you that spark. Each time you interact with them, you feel drained. You don't feel uplifted. You can start to scale back. You can start to scale back a little bit, you know, until that's done. Or you know, you can just speak your mind and tell them, look, you've done this. I've given you way too many chances. I think it's best if we can just love ourselves from afar. Right? So that's it. I am going to work. I've just had a conversation with my GP. I will make a video about that one too. And honestly, what I would say is healthcare and us black people in this country has gone to shite. But I didn't mean to end this video. It felt negative what I've just said, but you know, that phone call it really annoyed me. It really did. But anyway, we'll talk about it in the next one. I'm going to work now. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I hope you will take that bold step in starting whatever it is that you want to start, or quitting on whatever it is that no longer favors you. Okay? All right. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. I keep forgetting to say this. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye.